Hi, everyone. This is Devin once more. And now we're going to take the last step with me, and then I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Olivia, to theme and configure your site further. But to get the initial Psychiana demo site going, we have one last step, and that's to configure the site using the config YAML file. So you go back to your Collection Builder demo repository, and we're going to open up the config.yaml file here, just like we did in the first step, during that first step, if you'll recall, we edited the URL variables so that they reflected our GitHub username and repository names and built the site correctly. Now we're going to edit this file again, so you click on this little pencil here, and we can skip the URL variables because those are set, and we'll just want to make sure that we get our site settings correct. So let's call this Psychiana demo. And that is going to be the title of our site. So you might, if you were doing a full collection, you would want to give it the formal name of the digital collection, but not a super long one. And then you'll want a short template, a short sort of tagline that describes the collection. So materials related to the Psychiana religion, popular in the 1930s and 40s, which is close to what we have on our own website. And I don't know that I want a period. And then you'll want to also do a description here. So this can be used for maybe 2 to 3 sentences, short sentences that describe the collection overall, give some information about the type of materials inside, the years, etc. So something like this collection includes audio, textual, and image files from the Psychiana collection at the University of Idaho Library. And then you can go in and do further work here. I'm going to keep it short. This is important, especially for SEO, for like Google and Bing and all those. They will read this information and deliver the web results based on it. So if there are certain things you definitely think a user should find here, this is a good part to put keywords and things like that in it. The next step, the next variable to edit is the author variable. And this is the creator of the digital collection. So for this one, it would be me. It might be, I'm just using my GitHub username here. You could put your real name, or if there's a number of people, you could just put all of their names. This is stored within the metadata in the website itself, but it's not published in anywhere on the website kind of visibly. So that we've got that so far, and now the really important part, which is this collection settings. And so this is the port where we connect the CSV that we uploaded to the data directory with the larger Jekyll system, so that it knows what collection it's building, what data it's taken to build each individual item page and all of the visualization pages. And this collection builder is totally driven by the metadata that's in it. And most of the work that we find we do when we edit collections goes back to editing metadata and maybe doing a few tweaks on this config file and on a theme file that Olivia is going to demonstrate in the next step. So I'm going to change the name of our, initially we were using a demo-metadata.csv file, and you don't need to include the extensions here. And we've added a Psychiana CSV that we want to use for our collections. So there's Psychiana. I want to make sure that that's correct. So I'm going to go back to there. Sometimes it's best to copy and paste the specific name of your file just so you're sure. That's often where things break, is because we've misnamed something. And if things aren't showing up, if the links aren't working, go back to this config.yaml and make sure that everything is correct with the URL variables, and especially this collection setting, and that's usually a great place to clean it up. We have 2 other options here that you can start to, that you can edit if you'd like to. If you have a Google Analytics account that you'd like to hook up here, you can just drop in the number for that account, which should be found via your analytics account. And if you can also use the Google search, and there's a number, there's an ID number there if you'd like. I'm not going to use Google Analytics here, and actually I don't want it to be found by Google because this is a test. I'm just messing around, and we have stuff there anyway. And so we also have this Box Exclude, and what this will do is if you set no index to true, it will add a robots.txt parameter in each HTML page that says, hey, Google, don't index this, or something, you know, whatever in computer language. So I'm going to actually turn that on. So to turn that on, I'm going to uncomment this line, and to uncomment it, I just delete the hashtag and leave it as it is. And then there are some build settings here, and we would suggest that you keep those the same. But then, so now we've updated our config YAML, added a Kiana collection to config, and we can commit those changes. And it will probably take maybe half a minute or so to build the collection, but now we've made it so that the Jekyll website generator will connect with the metadata and the objects. We'll connect first with the metadata that we've put into the _ data directory, and then that CSV, the Psychiana CSV, will point to the objects folder, the files in the objects folder, and build the pages that we'll see. So let's see if that works. We're going to click there, open up our collection. So it's gotten our Psychiana demo. It's using the tagline here that we entered. And you can see here that it's got a portrait of Frank B. Robinson, another portrait, pictures of his house, and some things like that. So we're getting the right collection. It's built the collection. We have some issues that we'll address with other things, but we've got 33 images, some audio, some PDF, and one video. Remember, that's our YouTube video. And we can browse all of those 67 items here. And let's see, it should have built for us a word cloud. We don't have locations, so we'll need to get rid of that. We'll have a map as well, and we can link into that. This is using Leaflet. So that's working. A timeline feature, so you can scroll through the various items during the years that they're using. And it'll also let you look at an item itself with all the associated metadata, connect back to the subjects page, view it on a timeline or a map. And finally, we also offer both on the front page and on the data page, JSON, CSV, and other formats for downloading the subjects, the locations, the geodata, timeline, and complete metadata for the collection. So this is truly a collection as data, and that's, we consider it so. And finally, there's an about page that will let you write about the collection using Markdown and some other quick snippets that we've included here for your reference. So I will stop here and turn it over to my colleague, Olivia, to finish this workshop tutorial. Thank you very much.